precise judgment when we see something natural, they still lack, unfortunately. So if they can get all this information and work together, we should get really successful projects out of this venture somehow. They have much more to gain from us than the one that we have from them. Even I'm pretty interested lately in what a bit the handling of the resource. I don't know if this is the exact word, but the handling is, I know that if you provide a good habitat, but enough food for any bird of prey, even the one that's going to be just in the top of the change, it will respond like this to these benefits that you are offering. And with all the experience the falconers have achieved in recent years, I'm talking about breeding in captivity, releasing birds, hacking, many good projects that conservancy areas, different organizations may acquire. I'm pretty sure, and I'm pretty to discuss seriously with anybody that will be willing. If they have a good, I would say, a good willingness in this issue. If this is just a lack of information, we may provide all the information they need, so then we can work together on that. Argentina, which is the case I know the most, due to some economic problems, you don't see a big impact in nature with birds of prey, mainly, or roughly, I would say. There are certain things, but you don't see a lot of change in the habitat, or some problems with the food or poisoning. It's not the case. But we should be prepared for the future years in this area. So I foresee that with internet and all the movement and fresh falconers and people interested in falconry, that are respectful of law and really admire the birds of prey nature, if they have the right guidelines, we're gonna be working for the future of birds of prey in South America, Latin America, or wherever. This is what I foresee. Perhaps I'm too hopeful, I don't know, but I'm ready to move in this direction through the experience and the things I've seen, right? Well,
you mentioned the book by Felix Rodriguez de la Fuente.
Yes.
And have you been in correspondence with him?
Yes, with him, and unfortunately, when we got married with my wife 35 years ago, I think that Felix died I was visiting the 80, in the 79 or 78, he died those years. So with big sorrow, I met Mikey, I met the young girls and all the falconers that were working in 2 airports. I kept visiting them twice, or she's a nice lady, but I never was able to meet him personally. He was really interested and always looking for Deiroleucus those days, the famous aleto of the ancient books of Spanish those days, the aleto. He went to Venezuela. I've seen some Falco femoralis they were using. I've seen some flies to magpies in Spain with them, from femoralis, tiny femoralis, smaller than the ones we have here from Venezuela. It was really interesting. But I never met Felix. I met many of his friends, Friki Pratesi, Umberto Caproni in Scotland during the years, Charles Teganet, people that they were dealing. All the people that used to work with him Aurelio Perez, the one that is most of the movies, we kept during the years with some relationship. I got many souvenirs they gave me, really nice. But he, in in the Spanish world, he made he put a big step because there were not literature those days in Spanish. And again, in Spain, recovering this art from the ancient times. So there are many that followed his school through the years, right? I remember that. Through the years, what I found that falconry as a sport changed a lot for many different things. Now you have telemetry, now you have hacking, now you have different ways to make your bird to fly higher or not just up on the prey in some other place, the using of soaring, the thermals, I mean many different things, even getting more deep inside the psyches of the bird of prey. In those days were more by the instinct. This is what I remember. They're different, not better, not worse, they're just different. But now, undoubtedly, they're more safer. Though you don't see the problem in the future going to be the game and trying to keep in a purest way the hunting of the falcon. Because now you can get very easily whatever the model of the falcon that you prefer, the color, the size, the weight, but the thing is the game. And this has 2 points of view again. Many green people will say, listen, you are taking too much game with the bird. And from the other point of, from the falconry point of view, we are throwing more pigeons, more this, more planes, more speed, challenges with birds, with your falcon. So we are getting away from things used to be. I don't know what may happen in the future, but
did you think to write a book about your way in falconry?
Sometimes I thought about it, but I always prefer. I don't know why. It's a matter of, I should ask my psychologist. It's a matter of low profile, and also going deeper in, I will say, in a kind of selfish part of me, because I enjoy so much what I was receiving, that if somebody is prepared to share it with me, well, much better, because it grows and grows, you know. But it's not a matter of, oh, listen, I'm here, see my bird. No, I admire you. You got no money, nothing, you dress, you don't know how to eat, you don't use a fork, and you have a very nice flying bird that is perfect in feather, and you understand your bird. I would admire you, and I will always respect you in this way, because I respect your relationship with your bird. It's like this. And if you are willing to share it with me and let me go with you to the field, okay, you are my friend. I'm always grateful of that. This is my point of view. And I don't think, even if I write a book, it's going to be more about adventures related to this issue. If I get serious, I should think on thinking that most of the people interested maybe will be young people that needs guidelines to not make some of the mistakes we did in the past. I hate to sound too formal, you know, even I don't think this is the case, but always saying listen, this is joy. You must get joy from out of it, but you will get the most if you do this and this and this. Not for don'ts, but do this, this and this, okay? This is gonna be my approach to the thing. I got many memories and anecdotes Some I'm proud of, some I'm not proud of. You may laugh a whole day about the ones I'm not proud of, okay? Like many other people, things when you are crazy trying to get something, you do things that you will never recognize that this person is you. But, well, they're in my history, okay? It's like this. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, you are very sincere,
okay.
And all of us are sinful. Everybody are not perfect.
Yes.
Yes, and of course, anyway, is a zebra.
Right.
Zebra, white
right.
and black stripes of success and failure.
Right.
Success and failure. So I don't know any falconer who can be proud to saying that my birds never flew away.
No, of course.
Yes,
but then all the things and the stories you make to get a pigeon that is in this tiny place in a pet store, and you need it for trying to get the bird you have seen over there, to trap this bird, and you have no pigeons, and the closer pigeon gonna be 2,000 kilometers away from the place, and you badly needs this pigeon, okay? Then you became a surgery that would save the life of this pigeon, so you must get it somehow to put in a harness, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you are the biggest liar. I should have been politician if I, keep this line of behavior. Mm-hmm. I'm just joking, but I said, oh, you really did this kind of thing? Well, I enjoy all the way in this, and I'm still enjoying many things like the first day. Mm-hmm. Something that is in the back of my mind, of my memories, that even surprises me of my reaction, among many other things. One day I was with Enrique recently, my friend Enrique. We were in a huge cliff, rock cliff. There was a nest location somewhere, and we was just looking for the birds, because we don't need to get birds, we breed birds, but we love to go and see what they do and spend some time. And there was this tiny tersel, I don't know what was the female, was a speck in the sky, perhaps 400 meters high, and we were just in the top of the cliff. And without flapping at all, made the stoop with a kind of zigzag, and when it was close to us, made like shh, like the bird was like sliding on ice, you know what I mean? Without moving at all the thing, just the tail. And we look at each other and start making like this. We were just two crazy people on a cliff. We said, what else you can do or ask for? Then we call our friend in Buenos Aires, Nacho. Nacho, you can't believe what we have seen. Tell me. The tinsel was there, you know what I mean? This is falconry or passion for birds of prey. From my point of view, something that gives you emotion every time, even if you are 80, every time you see it, make your heart like this, okay? This is it.
Do you know any other falconers in South America who have roughly the same experience like you? I mean 50 years or 45 years. So who were maybe your friends and correspondents and exchanging by information 40 years ago?
I know of a man that I met in Chile the first time I got there. He was interested, he was not flying those days, whose name is Alberto Brunel. Mm-hmm. I asked about him 5 hours ago, and they told me he's still alive. He's 93.
Oh.
Yes. Mm-hmm. He's a really crazy guy for falcons and for falconry. He's an engineer, mm-hmm. worked for many years for the government, Chilean government, and he's really passionate about that. Mm-hmm. Again, I think the big difference was internet. The recent meeting we made, I met many people that I've heard of, Now through the internet there is somebody 2,000 kilometers away in the south, 3,000 kilometers in the north, or in many countries that they get information in the past was impossible that you can get this kind of information. So this make for better, I hope, of course, because I don't see any drawback of good information related to falconry. Should never be scarce, or when they put some steps in your, I mean, they stone in your step, you know, make it difficult, or no. If you like it, come, but remember this. This is gonna, gonna give you the best of it. If not, if you don't have time, if you don't have land near your place or the appropriate things, you better don't do it. Because if not, I know it by myself, if you have something tied there and you are looking at your watch all the time and with the cell, oh, I need to fly the bird because the wave is this, after a week or 3 days that you cannot fly it properly, this bird has trapped you, the situation has trapped you, and you start suffering from something that is supposed to give you the whole joy out of it. So never, it's better don't mix. Call a friend that is flying, go see how he flies, and when you're ready and have the time, okay, get seriously inside it. If not, don't keep it as a pet, because somehow this is not the idea. It's much better to have it free. We are thinking seriously in keep breeding our birds, our peregrines, because hacking is so complex for the risk involved in releasing the birds and all the people that you need to be looking after them with telemetry, many caranchos that will try to kill them and eat them, that we say, okay, let's slow down. What are we doing? This is funny. Are we doing it with respect, with responsibility or not? So again, I think people should be aware of all the variables involved in the thing and think them in advance, and not after they make some mistakes. When you get older, I think this is the kind of message you should look after, trying to say, listen, by experience, I think this and the other thing, and this, and at the same time, teach whatever you know to younger people, in order that they will get the best out of the sport or the hobby or the art. This is the thing.
Thank you very much for your very interesting indeed story.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for letting me give my point of view and somehow my emotion through falconry.
I would like to express my hope that maybe one day when it will be raining outdoors, you will sit and try it. At least a part of your recollections and memoirs, because this should be very interesting and useful for young generation of falconers not only in South America, but over the world.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you. Good luck.
Okay, thank you.